Hello students, this is grade 5 science lesson number 5 and the topic is condensation. The topic is condensation. Condensation is one of the change of states that matter undergoes. So last time I showed you a diagram which had 3 states of matter and also 6 processes of which matter undergoes. So this is the diagram I was talking about. So this side up here we have a gas, and this side have liquid, and here we have solid. So the processes are deposition, sublimation, melting, freezing, evaporation, and condensation. But our focus is here. We have a gas and a liquid. So when a liquid is changing to a gas, the process is called evaporation. And when a liquid is turning back to, when a gas is turning back to a liquid, the process is condensation. So in other words, condensation is the opposite of evaporation. So our focus is on evaporation. What happens during evaporation? So let's get into this. So as we are discussing evaporation, you should also remember these questions. Make sure you don't forget what these questions want you to focus on. The question 1, it says, what do you see on the lid if you remove it from a boiling water? You give your own suggestions. What do you see? And the question 2 says, what do you see on the soft drink bottle when you remove it from a refrigerator or a deep freezer? And the question 3 is just demanding explanations for question 1 and question 2. Whatever you are going to say here, make sure you explain it. So this question just say explain in question 1 and 2, where did that come from? That's what I was saying. So let's get into this. Condensation is the turning of gas into a liquid. The turning of gas into a liquid. So this process is the opposite of evaporation. Why are we saying the opposite of evaporation? It's because this is a liquid, right? When this liquid is turning into this, which is a gas, the process of evaporation. Now for condensation, we are starting with a gas, which is turning back into a liquid. That's condensation. There's a question here which says, how does condensation happen? How does condensation happen? This process happens when the particles of a gas lose energy when they get cold. The process happens when the particles of a gas lose energy when they get cool. So that makes them slow down in terms of movement, and then they come together to form a liquid. When the particles are losing energy, they start moving slowly and they come close to each other. Thereby, they form liquid. Now, let's focus on condensation of water, or we can say condensing water vapor. Condensing water vapor. Remember, water vapor is a gas. water vapor is a gas. So condensing water vapor. Let me get another one. Okay, so this is water vapor. This is water vapor, and when water vapor in the air touches a coral surface, when water vapor in the air touches a coral surface, it condenses. It's like it turns into a gas, not a gas, sorry. It turns into a liquid, and it condenses to form water droplets. So when water vapor in the air touches a coral surface, it condenses to form water droplets. Okay, so here let me just do some addition. Coral surface. So here should be coral surface. Okay. The colder the surface water vapor touches, the faster it condenses. The colder the surface water vapor touches, the faster it condenses. It's like if the surface is really very cold, it will make the water vapor condense faster. It will make the water vapor turns back to liquid faster. But if the surface is a bit warmer, the process of condensing will not be as faster as expected. No, it will be slower. But if it is very cold, the process will be faster. So how quickly a gas condenses is its rate of condensation. So how quickly a gas condenses is its rate of condensation. What it means is rate of condensation is how quickly a gas condenses. So let me get this. Rate of condensation means how quickly a gas condenses. Finally, let's look at the importance of condensation in everyday life. We need condensation in everyday life, right? So here I just have two importances, but you can add more. So the first one is it brings rainfall. Nowadays we are experiencing a lot of rainfall. So this is because of this process of condensation. When evaporation takes place, if condensation follows, and condensation is whereby the water vapor turns into a liquid, which has water droplets, and those water droplets fall down in form of rain, snow, or something else. And the second one, which is also the last point, is it cools down things. It cools down things. So remember, when a gas is losing its energy, it's like it is cooling down. So as it is cooling down, it makes other things to be cool. So that's why we say it cools down things. So those are the two importances of condensation in everyday life. As I said earlier on, that you can add more importances. So that makes the end of the lesson. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Stop.